The best kind of lighting is invisible. Not in the sense that it's not there, but because you don't notice it, you don't question it, it just feels right.
A young filmmaker is working on a documentary about LGBTQ people who make it in Hollywood, titled Needle in a Haystack. The warm light from the lamp creates a cozy vibe. You can feel the passion in his 2012 MacBook. If you were to swap the lamp out for just a softbox, the mood is gone. Because the light from the softbox does not make sense. Where is it coming from? Why is it there? And did the chicken really come first, or was it just faking an orgasm?
We need to make it make sense. And when it does, it's called motivated lighting. And guess what? You're looking at an example of it right now. Motivated lighting is a technique in cinematography where you add an extra element to your scene which helps justify the lighting on your subject. In this case, adding rays of light to the background tricks your brain into believing that there is a window on that side and that must be what's lighting me. But the reality is, that's a projector, I'm in my room, and it's pitch dark outside. And I have a totally separate source of light that is lighting my face. Apart from looking nice, the rays of light behind me have no other function other than to justify the lighting in this shot. Now, if I shut it off for a second, it starts looking fake. Because it is. And you can tell that I have a source of light hitting me from this side. Am I standing in front of a window? Is it a lamp? You have no way of knowing that. None of the light sources in this shot have any explanation as to why they are there, so it kind of looks set up. But it all makes sense when we motivate it. Alexa, turn on makeup. Because the illusion of sunlight gives the scene logic, grounding, and believability, somewhat. The concept of motivated lighting is not new. Artists had been doing this for centuries, long before cameras ever existed. One of my favorite examples is The Calling of St. Matthew by Caravaggio. Now, Caravaggio was a master of using light to tell stories. In this painting, he uses a beam of light from an off-screen window to guide your eye directly to Matthew. Now, the light doesn't just illuminate him, it justifies why he's the focus. It's like the painter placed his key light in exactly the right spot, even though it's not visible in the painting. Now that is motivated lighting. Without that light, the painting wouldn't feel as powerful. It would just be a group of guys in a dark room. I don't know anything about art, I just wanted to make that joke. Having motivated lighting can also help us tell stories. In Hollywood movies, it's used to ground the visuals of a scene to the reality of its world and to guide the viewer's focus. And this creates a visual narrative all on its own. So, how do you add motivated lighting to your shots? Establish your light source. Every light in your setup needs a reason to exist. For example, if your key light is coming from the right, ask yourself, what could be causing that light? If the answer is nothing, you've got a problem. So you can either add a lamp to the shot, or you can suggest sunlight by including a window in the frame. Use practicals. Check out this scene, for example. The key light is coming from the left, but we don't see its source. To justify it, we can simply add a lamp on the side. The lamp is behind the subject and not powerful enough to affect the shot, but it provides a motivation for the light on the subject. Any sort of light that you can see in a shot is called a practical, because it's not just a part of the set, it's also practical. Practicals aren't lighting the shot. They are basically lip-syncing to the light of the main lights that are actually lighting the shot. Practicals are the drag queens of lights. That joke was not worth it. Framing. Sometimes all you need to do is just include a window in the shot. It's that simple. Just be careful that the temperature of your key light matches the temperature of the light coming in from the window. My personal visual style is bubbly, positive, and obnoxiously joyful. So my favorite way of motivating lighting is sunshine, using my absolute favorite piece of gear that I own. A gobo projector. This is kind of like a magnifying telescope that you can attach to most lights. It's not that expensive. I added a link in the description so you can check it out. I use it with my Godox Litemo. I just screw it in and it focuses the light into a narrow beam. I can then add these metal plates with holes cut in them called gobos. I can put a window, a window, a window. There's like 30 of those, but I don't really use them. I'm kind of guilty of using this baby in a lot of videos, but hey, I'm having fun, leave me alone. It's a great lighting tool that can be used in a lot of different ways, which I explain in the next video.